I am such a huge fan of yours.
Hallo, welkom bij een nieuwe video op mijn kanaal. We zitten weer in Detective Pikachu. Vorige aflevering hebben wij de crime scene helemaal onderzocht. En nu moesten we mijn batterijen van de controllers gaan liggen. Kut, sorry. Oh. Nu moesten we de mensen interviewen. Even kijken of ik nog een batterij heb liggen. No. Nee. Oh, daar gaat de batterij. Be right back.
1 hour later.
Zo, dat speelt toch iets makkelijker met batterijen. Oké, maar we moesten dus mensen interviewen, dus let's go. There's something on the floor by the window. Should we check it out? That's new, hallo. What's this? Meer veren. What's all this? Pokemon feathers? Sure looks like it. They're scattered all over the floor. And the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out through here? Do you think it has something to do with this case? Look at this. One of the feathers is darker than the others. You're right. The other 6 are lighter shade of blue. Something about this is nagging at me. Spanning en sensatie. Oké, nu moeten we de mensen interviewen. Moeten we dan naar beneden? Volgens mij wel, toch?
Wow. Wow.
Nee. Nee.
Wow.
Nee. Ik klik te snel door. Alright, let's go. Ik wilde snel, waardoor ik snel doorklik. Alright. Hallo. Who are you?
Hello there, Detective Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
Nieuwe staff member. Wait. You are the detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said, at least. The name is Wade. That's not proper enough. Sorry, my name is Larry Turner. And I'm a member of the house staff. House staff, huh? Seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if you really don't have to be so formal with us. So thanks, that's a huge relief. I got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Uh-oh, is that a problem? Well, it's a good thing for me that Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, the groundkeeping. Oh, and groundkeeping. And I can handle all of that, no problem. I don't know, this guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do his job. True. Anyways, you wanted to ask me about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time. Oh, sorry. That's not what I meant. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just that I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Something attacked him. So not the thief then. Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner? Sure, no problem. Zou een Pokémon hem hebben aangevallen? So, where to start? I was just doing my job like normal today. I had made food for the Pokémon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. I saw a ducklet fly out of a second-story window. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. Dus dat is waarschijnlijk de Pokémon die dus uit dat raam is gevlogen. Samen met een ander misschien. Of in ieder geval die donkerblauwe veer is van iets anders waarschijnlijk. I mean, usually ducklet just walks out of the front door. seemed weird to me, so I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw that the door to the jewel storage was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I suddenly got punched by a Pokemon. The next thing I knew, I was lying on the sofa and someone was treating my wounds. Pokemon punched you? I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure for just a moment. Based on the size, I couldn't have been a human, so I'm guessing it was Pokemon. A red Pokemon. Do you know what kind it was? I'm really not sure. It all happened so fast. I see. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. That's what the doctor said too. No Pokemon would want to steal the Aura Drop. It's possible that the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think? We need to find that ducklet, the ducklet that flew out of the window, and that red Pokemon too. Yep, you got it. Okay.
Excuse me.
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Unfortunately, that's all I saw. I see. Can you think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit? Nothing in particular is coming to mind. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I've never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him. And I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is the suspect. You don't think Barnes is responsible? I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him. But honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great co-worker with tons of experience. I mean, if you would known Barnes before all of this, you could never imagine him being a thief.
Excuse me?
Do you know anything about the Stolen Jewel, the Aura Drop? I've never seen this thing. It's been shut up in the storage room ever since it was brought into the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments with Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. What sort of arguments? Oh, in case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's gonna donate the Aura Drop. It seems like Mrs. Dennis is against the plan. They have been fighting about it almost nightly. Every night? It must really be a point of contention. Guess Mr. Dennis, of Mrs. Dennis, just doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel. So the Aura Drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife? Spannend. Okay.
Yes?
Have you seen anything?
You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
I am not with the police. I am a detective. We're detective. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here. Detectives. Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that. Your husband? Then that must be your Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's wife. I'm sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? I do mind, actually. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved. What do you mean? The police said that Barnes is behind all of this, so the matter's settled. We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes, but we can't be certain that it was Barnes who committed the crime. You sound like my husband. But nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes' partner Ducklet was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Did you witness the crime? Barnes' partner Ducklet? Oh, dus de Ducklet van Barnes. Interesting. You look as though you don't believe me. Waarom zijn het zoveel vragen?
Yes?
Girl before the duel. Same thing. Can Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is? Huh? I knew it! Just look at those blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like that. As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of that jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate it to Rhyme City? So you're against donating? Of course I am. Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded about for a general public. They should be preserved for quite observant by the select few. Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. Okay.
Excuse me?
Is it true that you witnessed the crime? Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly, so you didn't witness it. Anyways. Huh? But I did witness some irrefutable proof. What exactly did you see? At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then, I noticed a bird Pokemon flying outside the window. A bird Pokemon? Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to be been the ducklet. We did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room. So, those were ducklets. In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. Metallic sound, do you know what could have made that noise? No, I don't. But the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feather were found in the room. Isn't that proof enough that Varnish is the culprit? Nay. She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory. But all it's based on is a metallic sound and the sight of a flying bird Pokemon. Pretty flimsy if you ask me. Yeah. I'm sorry, Miss Dennis, but the information alone isn't enough to definitely prove Barnes is the culprit. Then hurry up and find whoever it is and get the jewel back. Isn't that what my husband hired you for? Besides, I get that she's upset, but she doesn't have to take it out on us.
Excuse me?
Seems confident that Barnes is innocent. Oh yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting. Especially when it comes to Barnes. Those two really trust each other that much. I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer in fact than I have known Sanjay. I suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. What do you mean by that? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjay. Even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial, that lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. I get the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Barnes. Niet? Ik denk dat zij elkaar heel erg goed mogen. Do you think that's why she is so sure he's the thief? Maybe.
Excuse me?
Could you tell more about Ducklet? Ducklet is Barnes' partner. She dotted on him tirelessly and is always by his side. Alright. You mentioned earlier that she might be involved in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such thing? Yes, she even helps Barn out with his shopping. She'd definitely be capable of making off with the jewel. Well, whatever or not Ducklet stole a jewel, the one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Barn. Sure. Moeten we eigenlijk iedereen interviewen? Want dan gaat het best wel nog even duren.
Wow.
Ik wou ook niet naar de city, maar oké. Nou. Laten we jou ook gelijk interviewen. Clefable. Allereerst voor mention gossip. Dat klinkt interessant. Oh, it's Clefable. Mr. Dennis' partner, apparently. Can I ask a few questions? Whoa, what gives? No needs to be so rude. What's wrong? Seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident there. Oké. Dus daar hebben we ook niet veel aan. Deze Pokémon. Manic. Don't wanna waste time chatting while you're on duty, huh? Awfully stubborn, aren't you? You're even harder to talk to than Brad's Manic. Okay, nou, jij. I take it that you heard Mr. Dennis has to say. I'm guessing he also told you about his butler. He's definitely not pleased that Barnes has fallen under suspicion. It sure seems that way. In my position, I'm not that at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you. I know that this has nothing to do with the current case, but you want to ask me about Harry? Yes. Do the police have any new leads to my father's whereabouts? I'm sorry, Tim. We haven't made any developments on that front. Oh well, thanks anyway. Still don't understand it myself. Harry was working the R case when he went missing. So it stands to reason that if you followed that thread, you would find Harry too. But the case has been closed and we still haven't have a single clue. Seriously, where did Harry disappear to? Don't be discouraged, Tim. Look at how far you've come in the 2 years since you moved to the city in search of your father. You've become such a great detective that the mayor himself recognized you with an award. You'll find Harry, I'm sure of it. And in the meantime, I will keep offering whatever help I can. You're right, thanks, Inspector. Alright. I hear the Aurora Drop is an incredible, valuable jewel. The Aurora Drop is not just valuable, it's famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. Then there must be plenty of people who would like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? I can't rule out that possibility, but based on current evidence, I would say the likelihood of a burglary is low. I was told that Barnes is the police's prime suspect. While the circumstances evidence certainly seems to be pointing in his direction, he doesn't seem terribly convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually, I can't think a single motive for Barnes to steal that jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will towards Mr. Dennis, and he's not in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. But for now, I can't say anything with certainty. Understood. Okay. When was the situation in the matter at the time of the incident? We're still looking into that. I'm sure you will get more direct answers by asking the witnesses themselves. He's right, we should take this one step at a time and gather our own intel. Oké. Maar wie moet er nog meer interviewen dan? Ja, hebben we gehad. Ja, hebben we gehad. Oh, moeten we jullie ook nog een keer interviewen? Oh, hier. The symbol of rivalry. What makes our drop a symbol of revival? 2 years ago, during the R incident, my jewelry shop suffered considerable damage. Wait, you were a victim of the R incident? Yes, some Pokemon who had been exposed to R went berserk. Their rampage destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. By the time I already had the Aurora Drop, I kept it stored safely in the shop. So, was the Aurora Drop damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora Drop was the only one remaining unshattered. In fact, the debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora Drop that you might believe it was being protected. That's incredible. I guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Ever since the Aurora Drop became known as a jewel that survived the R incident, People started visiting my shop just to see it. And thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on his feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel in more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it in your shop? I had decided to keep it to donate it to right city. You're a drop, but why donate something so precious to you? It's not just precious to me, and that's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time I did mine. So I wanted to donate the jewel that survived our incident as a symbol of Rhyme City's revive. I hope that by doing so I can help liven up not just my shop but the whole city as well. Oh Dennis, I'm so impressed. That's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it. Oh, forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with concern over such personal matters. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora drop as quickly as possible. Understood, we will do anything we can. Is Dancer partner Growlithe? She sure doesn't look happy. Well, apparently she feels responsible. No wonder she's so down. Maybe we could leave her alone for a while. Okay. Now then, Mr. Barnes, we will thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. Hey, it sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go talk to him. Yo! We kunnen eindelijk met Barnes praten. How did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. Is that so? Oh, my apologies. I'm Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please don't worry about that. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation. Thank you. What would you like to speak about first? Deze. Out of all the jewels Mr. Dennis' collection, he considers the Aurora drop to be his most precious. He worked tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. You might even say the Aurora drop is the physical manifestation, the crystallization of Mr. Dennis's career as a jeweler. I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. For someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Please, Tim, find the Aurora drop, I beg you. Don't worry, sir, we're on the case. Alright, time of the incident.
Yes.
I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I had finished my errand and it entered the house that I realized something was amiss. Hoe kan hij suspect zijn terwijl hij er niet eens was? Dat is ook wel een beetje raar, maar oké. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. So that means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, if Barnes ran up upstairs, you would think he would have run straight into the thief. If he didn't see anything, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes, the door was already opened, and when I looked inside, I saw the Aurora drop was gone. And then contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Is there anyone who can corroborate corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Unfortunately not. It was only afterwards that Mr. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about. And the only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witness status from a Pokemon. We can. So I am afraid I have no alibi. That's where I come in. The Pokemon that live in the mansion might know something. Okay, go for it. Miss Barnes, do you have any idea who the thief might be? Not a clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I were the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Growlithe guards the key with constant vigilance. So I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's not no great wonder that the police suspect me, given the circumstances. But I would never do something so senseless. At least this confirms that only those two have access to the key.
Yes.
Diglett is my dear Pokemon. Just look at this photo. Aww, what a cutie. Yes, isn't he adorable? Just look at his feathers. Simply beautiful. But that's not all. She's also incredibly clever and even helps me out of my work. Oh, excuse me. I'm very sorry. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Diglett. It's really no problem. You mentioned that she helps you with your work. What actually does she do? Let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from the local store. She buys coffee beans. Nice. Ik denk dat Pikachu de Diglett wil hiren. There's a place nearby called the He Hats Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it. She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's her go-to cafe, that's gotta be the before the He Hut plant. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Ram City elites have such refined tastes. I asked her to go to the cafes today, in fact, but she hasn't returned yet. Could she have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where Diglett might be? Unfortunately, no. The feathers found at the scene of the crime are Diglett's, right? Yes, no question about it. But I haven't the finest idea why Diglett's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow, I'm so worried I can hardly think straight. Okay.
Well...
Based on Bart's testimony, I'm really not surprised that they suspect him. Yeah, if only there was another witness at least. Aren't you forgetting something, Tim? Huh? Barnes told us that Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Oh right, maybe the Pokemon saw something. Exactly, you can leave the rest to me. Ik dacht dat we die net hebben gesproken, maar oké, let's go question them. We hadden ze net geïnterviewd, maar oké, sure. Hey guys, sorry to bug you when you're already feeling down, but would it be alright if we ask you some questions? Growl? We're here to catch the thief. All we need, and we need your help to do that. Growl. You're willing to talk to us if it helps Sunshine? Thanks. Growl is a nickname for Dennis, near as I can tell. Oh right, the full name is Sanjay Dennis, so I guess Sanjay makes sense. Anyways, Growlithe, can we start with the questions? Gotcha. As Dennis' father, it's your job to guard the mansion. As we already know, the key to the jewel storage room was around your neck. Ik ben wel blij dat ik deze case niet heb afgemaakt vorige video. Want jezus, hij duurt toch iets langer dan ik had verwacht. It's important to Dennis, so guarding it's important to you. Makes sense. She said she would never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key. So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened, huh? She's really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the two of us are gonna crack this case.
Well...
Do you remember anything about the time of the incident? You don't? No, because you were napping? What? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? Sounds like sleeping powder to me, or something. Oh. Yeah, I've been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? You woke up when Barnes got home? That would have been right before all the commotion happened. And when you woke up, your precious key was gone? I tell you're upset. You will do whatever it takes to help us catch the key. Thanks. We will come ask you for an assist if anything comes up. She says Barnes is a kind and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. So then Lily does seem to trust Barnes after all. And Gareth like Barnes too. Judging from what Gareth said, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. Okay, interesting. Oh, there wasn't anything in Gareth's testimony that could help us prove Barnes' innocence. Only one left to ask is Clefable. I will do what I can to get Clefable talking to us. Thanks, Pikachu. You think we're thieves returning to the criminal of crime? You got it all wrong. We're not here to steal anything. We're actually great detectives looking to catch the thief. Please, can you answer some questions? Yes, really. Come on, you can trust us. Oh. Yeah, help us out and I'm sure Claudia's bad mood will clear up. So you're willing to talk to us? Thanks. Glasgow Fable was worried we would do something bad to Mr. Dennis. Oké. Nou, laten we gewoon beginnen met about you. Do you have a job here at the mansion? No job per se, unless you count spending time with Claudia. Isn't it hanging out with someone so prickly? Claudia's not a bad person, you say? Sorry, I didn't mean to be insulting. So Claudia always arguing with someone or other, but when it's just you and her together, she starts to regret the whole thing. I get it now. Your job is to cheer her up when she gets into arguments. Oh, you're really nice. I bet Clefable really is really important to Mrs. Dennis. Did anything strange happen today? Clefable says she got really sleepy while playing in the mansion this morning. Zie je? Er is een Pokémon of iets wat ze in slaap heeft gebracht. Moet haast dan. Then she dozed off and doesn't know what happened after that. That's too bad. What do you think of Barnes? Do you get along with him alright? Claudia doesn't like Barnes, so Clefable tries not to have much to do with him. But she doesn't think Barnes is a bad person. After all, she said Barnes ran to help Turner when he got hurt. Wait, does that mean Clefable saw Barnes going upstairs to help Turner? Yeah, it's gotta. Clefable, what else can you tell us? Faye was dozing near the front of the door this morning. When Barnes got home from doing stuff outside, she woke up and greeted him at the door. Then Clefable and Barnes heard Turner cry out on the second floor, so they both went running upstairs. Dus we zijn samen naar boven gegaan. Interesting, interesting. And that's when to their surprise, they found Turner on the floor. That means when Turner was attacked, Barnes was still on the first floor.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Oh, we moeten deducing. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, we've got some useful information. Let's stop for a moment to get their thoughts together. Based on anything we heard, is there anything that suggests Barnes is innocent? Let's review the information together and see what we come up with. Barnes not be the culprit, he returned to the mansion after the crime had occurred. Dat sowieso... Nou, deze.
Okay.
Vanilla Clefable greeted Barnes when he returned to the mansion. And Growler said she woke up at exactly the same time. Barnes and the others only became aware of the crime after that. Doesn't that mean Barnes couldn't be the culprit? Barnes was on the first floor while Turner was attacked. That would have made it very difficult for Barnes to steal the jewel. I'm not sure we can prove Barnes innocent with that alone. Yeah, we can't exactly disclose the testimony came from Pokemon. No one would believe us. It looks like we're going to need other evidence to prove his innocence. Okay. Hoppa. We can't lift the suspicion around Barnes with Clefable's testimony alone. I think we're going to need some other kind of evidence to prove his innocence. But where should we look for it? Nothing immediate comes to mind. At times like this, it's best to try and investigate other leads. We might find a thread somewhere unexpected that lead us back to this. Okay. To get close to the truth of the case, we've got no choice but to find Pokemon that witnesses saw. Witnesses reported seeing a red Pokemon and Ducklet. I wonder if a Pokemon that cut open the jewel case is a corporate partner. It makes sense to think that, but no such human was seen by a witness. Having said that, though, we might learn something if we can find the red Pokemon. Let's head into the city and get some leads on the Pokemon. Great. I'm sure we will be able to figure out what the Pokemon it actually is. At this point, it seems pretty unlikely that Barnes is the culprit. But then, why did Ducklet leave from the second floor window? It seems unlikely that it got nothing to do with the jewel theft. Finding Ducklet would be the quickest way to confirm that. Good call. Let's head into the city and look for... Oké, dus we moeten... Ducklet vinden en we moeten de red Pokémon vinden. Looks like the only way to continue to investigate is gather info in the city. But where should we go? Should we go after Ducklet to search for a red Pokemon or search for a red Pokemon? If you're unsure, why don't we try following Ducklet? I think we have a better lead to go on for that than the red Pokemon. Alright, we did hear that Ducklet was supposed to buy coffee beans today. I will bet she went to the High Hat Cafe. You're right, we should probably go search the cafe. Let's not waste any time, Tim. Okay. Let's go. We gaan op zoek naar Ducklet. Spannend, jongens. Ik zit te denken aan een Farfetch of zo, maar ja, dat is niet rood. You mean you won't help me? I understand how you feel, ma'am, but we're in the middle of an investigation right now. Yes, but what should I do? Looks like the woman has a problem. Sure does. I doubt it has anything to do with the case, but it's hard not to want to help someone who's in trouble. That is rhythm. If we see a person or a Pokemon with a problem, let's do what we can to help them. That's what makes us a city. This city is great, detectives. But we do need to prioritize our current place. This is something we can help with when we have time. Right, first let's hear what she has to say. Good idea. Okay. In your investigation, people on Pokemon may request your help solving their problems. These people on Pokemon have a blue speech bubble. See them, try talking to them. Local concerns that you've agreed to help with are added to the list. Okay. Excuse me, may I ask what's wrong? My Lillipop's gone missing. Oh no, what's happened? We were taking a walk together in Serenity Park. I guess Lillipop must have been having too much fun. He got so worked up, he took off with like a rocket. I've been searching all over for him, and now I'm exhausted. The police officer won't look into it for me either. I don't want to know what to do. We can't just ignore this. That's right, helping people is a detective job, and finding lost Pokemon even more so. We would like to help you, ma'am. We're detectives, so we're pretty good at looking for lost people and Pokemon. That would be a huge help. Can you think of anything anywhere where Lillipop might have gone? Well, I've already searched the park pretty roughly, but I haven't looked for him in the city yet. Oh, also my Lillipop likes quiet places, but I'm not sure there are any places like that around here. I think that's enough information for us to go on. Please wait here while we search for him. I'm so sorry to add to your workload when you already look so busy, but thank you. I hope you find my sweet Lillipop. If we see a Lillipop during our investigation, we should talk to it. Oké. Dus we hebben nog een case. Moeten we deze kant op of moeten we de andere kant op? Geen idee. Oh, we zijn nu in het park. Volgens mij moesten we het eigenlijk de andere kant op, maar dat maakt niet uit. This place is huge. This is Serenity Park. This is where anyone goes for a break from this busy city. So it's probably people and Pokemon. Yeah, sometimes you will find Pokemon here you wouldn't normally see in the city. You might want to swing by for a walk when you've got some free time. We kunnen wel even koekloeren. Maar dan moeten we waarschijnlijk iedereen bevragen over... Kijk nou, wat een cutie! Bombay. Mixed pollen and nectar to make all kinds of different puffs. It sure seems busy. Right, it's making pollen puffs for its cutie fly to eat. Those little bugs have big appetites while they are growing up, so it's gotta prepare a ton of food. Sounds like a lot of work. Let's just watch and try not to get in the way. Alright. Oh!
You there! Wait, you wouldn't happen to be that great detective duo, would you?
Misschien wel. Who are you? What do you want?
I am such a huge fan of yours.
Oh, there, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Charles Morlodge. I am a scientist working here in Rhyme City to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Scientist, huh? What's that? You would like to hear more about what I do? Actually, my research has been recognized by Mayor Myers himself. Now I'm helping out with a new policy that he and City Council are working on. You might say I'm the brains behind Ram City's latest policies. This guy is intense. And he seems like a type who doesn't even listen to what others are saying. If you two great detectives have any questions for me, by all means fire away. After all, I have something in common with you both. We're all working to help Ram City. We're all coming from the same place, comrades with the same goal. So I'm prepared to ask and answer any questions you have. Thank you. Yes, you only choose to play along for a bit. What a drag.
Excuse me.
What exactly do you do to help the mayor with policy development? My domain is science, not politics. I can actually propose new legislation. What I can do though is develop new machines and equipment. I also help distribute them to the people and Pokemon from Rhyme City. I'm proud to contribute to my city with the power of science. That's wonderful. Isn't it? Mayor Myers came up with the idea for a bill to help people and Pokemon coexist. So I feel duty bound to see the position of a scientist to support that. Sounds like he's warming up for a speech. Yep. I can't tell how passionate you are about improving the city.
Excuse me.
What sort of research are you doing, Mr. Melodge? My research explores the nature of communicating with people and Pokemon. Communicating? Sounds complicated. No, it's quite simple, really. We're just trying to help Pokemon understand human language. Imagine what that would do to Ramsey. Waarom laat je mensen niet Pikachu of Pokémon language understanden? Hè? Waarom moeten Pokémons nou weer mensentaal leren? You would make life here so much more entertaining and simple. A whole people where Pokemon and people and Pokemon can go back and forth like we can, huh? That really would Rhyme City and make Rhyme City an even better place. Don't you think? Geweldig gast.
Oh, can I ask you a favor, Pikachu?
Nou, eigenlijk niet, maar vooruit.
Would you allow me to give you a quick health exam?
Run!
Hey, what'd you just do to me?
Is Pikachu upset with me? I only plucked a bit of fur and the test result should be ready in just a moment. What exactly are you doing? This is a machine I created Mayor Myers request. It can measure a Pokemon's vital sign in record time. In other words, it's made to quickly check a Pokemon's health. Maar waarom doe je dat zonder toestemming? Hallo? I would say that's a good thing for both people and their partners, wouldn't you? It sure sounds like it. Way to bury the ledge. It's ready now. Let me see. What it said? It's detecting caffeine? Kom je daar nou bij? Did someone say caffeine? Seeing as he's working as a detective, I figured this wasn't no ordinary Pikachu. But these resorts are truly fascinating. Hello, Mr. Mudge. Oh, do forgive me. He's quite alright, no problems at all. I suppose his Ridgelet are a bit high for a Pokemon. My what? He doesn't seem slightly different from regular Pokemon though. Is there something weird about me? Well, now that you've finished your checkup, I think we would better get going. Yes, sorry I've taken up so much of your time. Good luck, great detectives. Thank you. Nou, geweldig jongens, we hebben een fan ontmoet. Stop soaking and let's go. Oké, maar het is genoeg geweest voor vandaag. Opslaan. There we go. Zo. Dus, jongens, ik hoop dat jullie deze video leuk vonden. We hebben een fan ontmoet schijnbaar. Heel leuk, echt gezellig. En we zijn nog een stapje verder gekomen in de case om hem te solven. Dus gaat de goede kant op. Ik hoop dat je deze video leuk vond. Laat zeker een like achter. Abonneer op mijn kanaal voor meer van deze video's. En dan hoop ik jullie volgende keer weer te zien bij een nieuwe video. Bye!